Nair from the Montreal Expots here. Team video, prep, calcs, everything. Took forever. 3-4 days. Had to be done. Because I didn't want to get 4-0'd. Again. Versus Rapid Gaming TV. We'll have his link down below. Let's just get right to it. Hyper Voice, Gardevoir. As we all know, it's a giant threat. Main reason I'm running Hyper Voice over anything else, cause well, it becomes stab after. Not to also mention it hits through freaking substitute, and not to also mention almost half of Rapid's team is weak to my Mega Gardevoir alone. So pretty much I'm bringing that as a giant safety measure, cause I believe I counter is Infernape, Among Us, Latios, something else. There's 2 other things. I don't remember what they were. But either way, I'm running Psyshock instead of Psychic. Also instead of Shadow Ball, mainly because, well, nothing on his team actually resists Psyshock. Oh, now I remember the other thing was Mega Sableye and, I don't remember what the hell the other thing is. I don't remember what the very last thing is. I know there's definitely 4 that I can definitely OHKO in one shot. I'm running Psyshock mainly because I see him bringing, like, special defensive Among Us, so Psyshock, like, even if it's bold, it still gives me a chance to either 1 or 2 shot it. I'm not exactly sure. I think it honestly depends on what city runs. But Psyshock, from the calcs I have right now, Psyshock actually one-shots his Infernape. Almost one-shots his Among Us. I think it does like 90-something%. Hyper Voice one-shots his Latios. It one-shots his Mega Sableye. And I'm running Wish Protect is mainly I want to keep this thing alive as long as I can, or pass something else onto something. I put 44 into HP and 236 plus Bold Nature into the just to make sure I can live a Flare Blitz from Infernape, because that thing just destroys my team very badly. So I had to make sure I can live against that thing so it won't, randomly sweep me. And honestly, I left like 228 into special attack just so I can get the most amount of damage out. Next thing, Dap King, also known as Sand Slash. I'm running Sand Rush. I don't know, because I don't really have any. His abilities are not that great. So I'm running Rocky Helmet because, in case Infernape goes in and it tries to hit me, I could literally just one-shot that thing with Earthquake. But in case Gyarados comes in, knock off, find out what the hell it's running, and if it wants to hit me, takes damage afterwards. And if I live, counter, baby. Not to also mention Rapid, since you just, remove other hazards. Okay. For stats, I put 244 in HP, 12 in attack, and 252 in defense. Like, the attack stat didn't really matter, but I wanted to make sure I at least OHKO'd Infernape. Like, I want to make sure, guaranteed, it's dead. Don't want to deal with it. So if it switches in on me, I'm guaranteed to live, and that thing's guaranteed to die. Now let's go to our next thing. Sludgy, also known as Ragudra, Assault Vest, and Gooey. This is pretty much standard except for the fact that this thing has Focus Blast and Earthquake. I'm only running Earthquake in case I don't remember what it was that I don't remember exactly what it was that I was worried about for Earthquake. But Focus Blast, like for Registeel, in case that thing gets brought, because that thing also does quite a bit of damage on my team. And not to also mention, if it's a curse Registeel, I'll have a bit of problem with that, but deal with that after. Stats 240 in HP, Modest Nature, 252 in defense, 16 special attack. I'm honestly this week I'm just going very bulky because I want to make sure I can live hits that I don't want to get hit by. Example, that Latios, I will just Dragon Pulse it, and it will lose it. And if I still live, Dragon Pulse, it loses a tier. It loses a thing in speed. So, yeah, that won't be very good for him, especially if it's like a D-Dance set. So, onwards. Explode. This, I got a little, what's the word I'm looking for? Excited about this one. Mainly because it's the mascot for one. Two, this thing's got a monstrous move pool. Like, honestly, I run Scrappy in case, I wanted to, in case he wanted to bring Mega Sebla. It's like, oh, I'm gonna trick you, and from Boom Burst, and then Boom Burst is gonna hit no matter what you have. It's hitting your ass, and hitting hard. I brought Thunder Punch in case he switches in Gyarados on this thing, so I instantly one-shot it. I know, because I put enough into attack just to one-shot it. I'm running Flamethrower in case he brings, Registeel or Mungus on me. So that thing's gonna take damage. And Low Kick is like for... Low Kick is pretty much for Registeel. And not to mention, he also has Marowak, but I don't see that thing coming on me. Because Marowak does not do very much to my team, except for maybe my Metagross. That's the only thing it probably checks. Next thing I'm bringing, Metagross. Literally, I have equipped several punch attacks on this thing. Power up punch, because it's freaking makes this thing good. I don't want to risk Meteor Mash, because Meteor Mash one can miss. Two, yes, it's stab, but I don't want to take the miss tension. Not to mention, this is 100% guaranteed to raise my attack. And Earthquake, Thunder Punch, and also Bullet Punch for priority. Thunder Punch in case, he wants to get clever and switches Gyarados on me, expecting for me to go to Bullet Punch or Earthquake. So, like, example, he D-dances on me, I just Thunder Punch him to death. Honestly, no, again, with the bulk. 236 in physical defense, 180 in defense, and 84 plus the adamant nature and attack. I believe, if I did my calcs correctly, no matter what set, unless it's special, he doesn't O-kill me. So unless he goes for Fire Blast on me, that's choice specs. Honestly, I'm definitely expecting that Infernape to come in. Because this Infernape outspeeds my entire team, unless he's not A, not Choice Scarfs, and B, I bring my Thunderous that is Choice Scarfs. But even then, I don't one-shot him with anything. Honestly, we got Punch God, we got Pigmon, we got Sludge, we got Dab King, and now we got these hands. Honestly, this thing is just monster. Like, this thing just destroys almost everything. Like, honestly, you don't have a Fairy type? This is by far your biggest threat on your field. Like, even if something you have gets Moonblast, this thing, all I have to do is attach, like, give this thing some special defense and an Assault Vest, then this thing will live. This thing is just a monster. Never mess with this thing. Drain Punch, Knockoff, Poison Jab, and Rock Slide. And one thing I also wanted to mention, like, earlier during the week, we actually dropped one of our mons, Shiftry, for Gourgeist, because I actually need more bulk, and also, not to mention, I was trying out Shiftry a bit, like, with some friends of mine, and my god, I did not like it at all. I was just trying and trying, it was just so, I was just getting terrible matches with it. And as for IVs, 148 in HP, 236, because I want this thing to hit hard. I want this thing to make people fucking be afraid. I want Rapid to be afraid of this thing. Like, honestly, just switch in. Rock Slide on your ass. That's gonna hurt. Black Belt. More damage. Oh, I'm gonna switch in Mega Sableye. Scrappy. Drain Puncher. Dead, man. Poison Jab. In case I want to poison something. Example, that Lati of his. Or knockoff, or use knockoff on that thing. Just gotta make sure. Can't have, just need shit to die. I honestly came prepped for this week. I came prepped, I came ready, I did not want to get swept. Ever. Again. There we go. I forgot I had some of the ads up. Well, that's pretty much this team builder for week 2. Expect the battle coming soon. I may upload this may upload this Sunday, I might upload this Friday. I can't upload it Saturday because I got no internet. So, yeah. So expect greatness. Till then, peace.